Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to my business. Anyway, we're continuing on with the Yakuza 7 business management minigame, and we're trying to get to the end of it, complete it, get Ares Bond maxed out, and then that's when I'm going to be putting Yakuza 7 on basically just a long pause until I beat the other Yakuza games.
Here's how the business did.
After I do this, I gotta go do stuff in Genshin, and I don't exactly feel like... I just have not been feeling like playing Genshin at all recently. But there's an event in there, it's gotta fucking be done. And yeah.
We got a job to do.
Well, the event doesn't have to be done, but I have to get rid of the side quests. I'm trying to do the story. I'm trying to do the stuff in Genshin a very specific way, because I know the story quest has some heavy stuff going on in there. So I'm trying to leave that stuff for much later. Try and put that off as much as I can.
Here's how the business did. These are
You got the
incredible
grade out
results.
there. They're going up.
Yay. Well, hot damn. No! He's trying to come back like, boss, let me come back. But no way.
We got a job to do.
Dun 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 dun. So we all know Christmas is coming up, and well, there's a couple of things on my mind. What I'm looking to try to get probably for Christmas here,
Here's how the business did.
let me try and find my little notes there. You know, I usually always go for a $60 PlayStation card, that way I can buy something on the store, and then, you know, buy a co-op game so I could play it with a friend. And whoo! Yorimicho Yamazaki, I thought you was Nacho Libre.
The shareholders meeting is coming up soon.
Yo, he gotta get put on a job. That's your voice? You seem like you have that big voice. You'd be going, arigatou gozaimashita. Yeah, man, you be going arigato. Alright, let's see. Yeah, there you go. You be good right there. Yes! 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 Ooh, baby! We're gonna have to lay our man off, though. You don't work, you get put off. Hell yeah, baby!
We got a job to do.
Anyway, as I was saying about that Christmas, you know, I get that $60 PlayStation card to buy a co-op game to play with a friend. They download it off my account. As for the co-op game that would be downloaded off my account and played, I'm kind of thinking Far Cry New Dawn, you know? That's actually the only game I've been thinking. I think I'm gonna actually look and see what other games could be, you know, gotten to be played together with Zach, because it's always usually Zach. Winston hasn't been on much lately because he's been very busy, and me and Orange don't ever have a time to really play stuff together, so...
The shareholders meeting is about to begin.
So yeah, there's that. So me and Zach usually are always the ones playing stuff together. Now hold on, let's see about this. So he's another red, okay.
Consider the shareholders.
So yeah, I'll need to actually go on the PlayStation Store and look at a lot more co-op games, because Far Cry New Dawn is the only one. It probably wouldn't even be bought immediately when I get the money, though.
Let's move on to the Q&A. If you have any questions, this
So
is
it's
the
to
time
buy that, and also to buy, like, you know, say there's a big game on sale like Watch Dogs Legion. The only way I would ever play Watch Dogs Legion is buying the Ultimate Edition to play as Wrench and Aiden in the main story, and by buying the Ultimate Edition, I also get the Ultimate Edition of Watch Dogs 1, which I would then be able to return to. Because I didn't want to beat Watch Dogs 1 until getting Watch Dogs Legion, getting the Ultimate Edition, and doing all that stuff. So I need to look more into that. But, you know, because at Christmas time there's always the Christmas sales on PlayStation, there will be plenty of things down the money. And if Zach does the same thing as last year, where he paid almost $400 on his boys, you know, then I'll definitely have more money to buy things. But then you would probably be asking, well, if Zach is going to be doing that with the stuff... See, I'm not expecting that every time. Like, man, I love the boy, but I feel bad getting the money from him. But I'm not going to be expecting just keep giving money like that every single year. So, of course, I'm going to be buying stuff myself. I'm not trying to leech off a friend. So, you know, we got that there. Also, I'm please, sorry, come inside! Every time when nobody's home, I just gotta release all that energy that I don't get to release. But yeah, so I always get the $60 PlayStation card to guarantee that I'll be able to get something. Man, he plays a dangerous game, don't he? ちょっと待って。Yeah, couldn't get him.
That concludes our periodic shareholders meeting.
I still fucking win.
Our ranking went up.
We're just only going by one. So much money. So, there's that. And then there's items, well, games that I could be getting. So here are the possible games you could see in the future. Also, probably one thing to remember is that, yeah, I will hopefully be working before Christmas, or, you know, sometime, you know, next year, I guess. Because, I mean, Jesus, I was supposed to have been working in August, but things here got fucked over. Don't even have a car I could drive when there was a car I could have driven before. Now there's not. So, there's that bullshit. But here are the games that you could possibly expect to come around. You know, I've already talked that. I already have Yakuza 5, and Devil May Cry 4, but we're talking about, like, different things here. We're not talking about games I already own. We gotta talk about games that... Oh boy, let's do it. Let's get all that money. Oh baby, let's go. Alright, let's see. Where is she? Promote, 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 promote. Go, go, go. Let me get that going. Let me get that going. Let me get that going. There we go. Alright, now, where to put you? Need more notability. What is she good for? Okay. What can't be upgraded right now? Because of... Okay, that can't be upgraded because of notability right now. If she gets put there, I can upgrade it, yeah? Yes! More notability? Fuck. Need someone even better over there. You're good to hang around there. We need to lay off our boy that we just took off a job. Alright, there we are. We're doing pretty good right there. Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, everybody needs an auto care. Alright, let's go get the
We got a job
money!
to do.
Ichiban Confections. We don't care. Look at the money! Look at the piles! Anyway, so, the games you could expect to appear on the channel that I would be hopefully getting around Christmas. Not all of these will appear there. These are options that could appear there. There's Soul Hackers 2, Judgment, basically the Yakuza spin-off, Yee's Memories of Salsida. You know, I played Yee's 8 and they talked about Salsida. And so I was like, you know what, I should probably play that before I play 9 because it's the furthest I can go back that has Adol in it. There's Yee's Origin, but that doesn't have Adol in there. Let me check this. Yeah, Adol doesn't show up in Yee's Origin, so. And then there's Neptunia Virtual Stars. Should have had that like 2 years ago. But my mother had accidentally bought the wrong one. She rebought me Super Neptunia RPG. That actually wasn't a very good day. I learned not to point that kind of stuff out. That's actually a very rude thing to do. Yeah, I still feel pretty bad about that.
Nice. You guys did great out there. They're going up.
But I mean, kind of hard to, you know, hide and be like, I mean, how else was I supposed to say, yeah, this wasn't the right move? How was I don't know. I probably could have handled that situation better, but it's like, what was I gonna do? Because if I'm gonna re-ask for the game later, I'm just gonna be like, didn't I get you that? And then be like, you got me the wrong one. I don't know, it was just a bad situation. Anyway, and there's Trails from Zero, or, yeah, Trails from Zero. I've always wanted to play the Crossbell games for the Legend of Heroes, so we got that. That'll be out. I think even Trails to Azure may be out before that, but we're just gonna be doing Zero for now, because, well, Azure isn't out yet, and we don't even have a pre-order for Azure, I don't think.
The shareholders meeting is about to begin.
And then we have Sonic Frontiers, which I said they can pre-order.
Consider the shareholders.
It will come out November 8th, and they'll have to pre-order it any other way.
We'll start with the financial report.
We'll kick things off.
And it probably shouldn't have even, like, it probably is not a good idea to start Trails to Azure after Zero immediately because of, you know, I don't want to... Oh, I'm not trying to do this. I'm not trying to cancel it, I'm just trying to pause. I don't want to Trails myself out, you know? Especially because those are older versions. Those Zero and Azure are the older Trails games. So going through that is, of course, the reason to go through that is because I actually really do want to play the Crossbell games. I like Lloyd as a protagonist. I mean, Lloyd is basically looks like me when I'm not wearing glasses, at least, and you know, after playing Trails of Cold Steel 1, 2, 3, and 4, it's made me actually really want to go back to those Trails games. And I finally can. The only problem there is they're not going to have any kind of dub. Or they do have a Japanese dub, but I might as well just voice all the characters myself. Which means that is a long game that I would have to do myself. And the older Trails games, well, they look like old games. So... they're games that were put on the Vita. So there is that right there. Damn Novel Richie president.
Please raise your hand if you have a question.
I'm not going back to business school. How about you go back to the shitter? What kind of response is that? Ladies and gentlemen, go inside.
Shareholders, please accept my most humble apology.
Ask questions. This is the time to ask.
I'm Gomena sorry.
If you have any questions, this
そのレベルが低すぎるぞ。反論できん。
You just can't take him down. Again, you're not a Navarichi president. You're not wearing gold like you're supposed to.
Going up. Let's keep it
Our
up.
ranking went up.
Damn, I only went up one level. Come on, man. Persuader. I hope you can't still hear the fan on my PlayStation, which you probably could hear. You know? And you know, as for all these games, you know how I usually listen to, well, for people who do know me, I usually listen to the soundtrack of the games I'm going to play, like the entire soundtrack. I mean, that's how I make my coming up previously sections. And sometimes the soundtrack I listen to fucking gets deleted off of YouTube, and then I can never find it again. Which was the case for Yakuza 7, except yesterday I found another channel that actually had everything there. In some games, the soundtrack I listened to and actually got the music I wanted gets deleted afterward. So sometimes I get lucky. And sometimes I don't get deleted at all. But, for all of those games, the only game that I need to listen to the entire soundtrack for is Soul Hackers 2. And again, if I do actually get Watch Dogs Legion and whatever, I mean those games, the could happen games after getting money at Christmas is, those I just listen to the soundtrack for if I think I'm actually going to get them when I see them on sale. Sometimes that money I get from Christmas actually sits for quite a while. I do not make impulsive purchases. Like for Scarlet Nexus, you know, I could have just gotten the game for $20 at Christmas time, but I paid $60 for the Ultimate Edition that was on sale. So I just paid $60 for a game and all its DLC at the price of literally just the game when it would release as new.
We got a job to do.
So, and I think it's also the same. Actually, no. Wait, I think the Ultimate Edition for Watch Dogs Legion goes to like $30 or something, which is fucking crazy. I mean, I think I saw the Division 2 at like $2 once, which is funny. But that's basically the plans for that stuff. The reason I've looked at Soul Hackers 2, it looks like some of the animations are a bit iffy and stuff like that, and there probably would be no reason for me to even be buying any outfits or anything, as I don't think that— oh, hello, Doctor, or Director.
The shareholders meeting is coming
The
up soon.
outfits may seem like they're probably just useless, but you know how I like to have my outfits these days, even though they don't show up in the scenes. But, you know, I want to play Soul Hackers 2. I'm gonna be honest, the main reason I want to play Soul Hackers 2 is because Megan Taylor Harvey, the voice of Toa in Trails of Cold Steel and Hanabi in Scarlet Nexus, she's the main character. She voices the main character, and it just immediately makes me just want to play the game because of that. Like, I love Toa. She's my favorite character in Trails of Cold Steel, favorite character in oh my god, Scarlet Nexus. Can't believe I just sit there and just forget it. You know, and Megan Taylor Harvey she just does a good job. If I swap things or no, again, if I swap things here, it wouldn't have worked. The notability would have gone down. Ah, yeah, I can put him here. And then I can put her here? Well, that's not what I need, though. I need notability. And she doesn't have that. Well, the only place I can really put her is here. Lay that guy off. Get gone, buddy. There's nothing I can upgrade. Nah, I still really need to fix the notability here. Alright, let's go. And as for Sonic Frontiers, I mean, the game will be out for like a whole month, so I definitely will have time to be able to listen to the soundtrack for it. That's also the problem with like getting new games, is because of the way I edit my videos and do things, I need to listen to the soundtrack to put music in for the coming up section and the previously section. But of course, the music, if I find good songs before starting the game, you know, some songs were actually released, I put them in. But like if they
meeting is about to begin.
I put that music in there, and after a while I'll change the music up to the ones I actually want after the music has all been released and stuff.
To the Q&A.
So that's just that's how my things are going, that's how my plans are going. Kind of was going to be the same with like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, which, I mean, to play Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, I also wanted to see, kind of wanted to wait and see like what all the outfits were to see if I was going to play as a guy or a girl, because basically for all the Pokemon games, yeah, for basically all the Pokemon games, except maybe Scarlet and Violet, because for Scarlet and Violet, I kind of have planned that I was going to play as a guy in that one. For all the Pokemon games, except probably that one, I plan to play as a girl.
Please raise your hand if you have a question.
That's just how all my plans have been. But of course, Pokemon is put on a big pause until after New Year's, because Zach's college is really messing with him, and I don't want the boy to have to do more than he already has to. Even though he said he's okay with it, I don't want him having to do more than he has to. Especially, that has been reinforced ever since he got hurt at work, because the fucking warehouse that, you know, has all the stuff for the McDonald's, didn't fucking watch their shit, had faulty pallets and faulty fucking wheels on the things, so the thing either fell on Zach and really hurt his leg. And luckily, his work is completely backing him up, and for years, as Zach has worked at that McDonald's, he has gotten a bunch of evidence against that fucking warehouse, so they're getting their asses fucked. And that's good. They deserve to get fucked over after Zach getting hurt. Because it's not exactly very good to be sitting there hanging with the boy and hear that he's winning. I don't like it. Makes me feel bad. But it's like, I can't really even be any more mad than I want to be, as I'm not over there able to do anything about it.
Periodic shareholders meeting.
So there's not even much more I can do about it.
Our ranking went up.
I need to only go up one more time, and then we'll be at the final shareholder meeting. I don't want to jinx myself, but it seems the recordings haven't been cutting like they usually do because of my PlayStation's fan going off. So man, my plan for when I actually get to work is very simple. It's either I want to get all this money so I can get me and my mom into a new house, because our current living situation kind of fucking sucks.
These are incredible results.
Or I wanna save my money to get things to actually do some voice acting stuff. Okay, here's like my best plan for working. Get a job that I will be okay doing, and there's no reason to complain about it because it's what I gotta do for a time. If I want to get to doing my dream job, I gotta do something I don't want to do for a while. So, but first I need to get my driver's license. You know, actually be able to drive around. That car out there needs to get fixed for that to happen. So I need to get my driver's license, and then I'll go find a good job to work at for a time, and then I will, of course, heard something for a second. I worked that job, and I used the money to get into a new place with my mom, as that would be a very good thing. And then use the other money to do things for voice acting, like either go over to Funimation Studios here in Texas, which I didn't know existed. Apparently there's a lot of anime voice acting stuff done in Texas. So, as I thought, man, I fucking hate Texas, there's nothing here. Apparently, what I want to do is apparently here in Texas. So, what, woman, you're not going anywhere.
The shareholders meeting is coming up soon.
So, yeah, there's Funimation Studios here in Texas I could go to, and there is, of course, remote home voiceover stuff, which I need to get a good mic for. I need to learn how that goes. Zach also said he would help me get into freelance voice acting and stuff, so. Also for that, I need to, with my business email, also make a new Twitter, which would just be a Twitter that is, not my Super Banana Gaming one. I probably will keep my actual real-life business probably away from my YouTube business. Or I don't know, maybe there will be... I just offered you a raise!
The shareholders meeting is about
What the fuck? Oh my god. Anyway. I mean, if you're gonna keep being that, I don't even need to... Oh, he pays me more.
Consider the shareholders.
Anyway. So... yeah, that's the stuff I could do.
Thank you. Let's move on to the Q&A.
This is the same people every time. We already know how this goes. Spam them with, no, not with, what am I doing? So yeah, those are the plans for that stuff. I'm really looking forward next year to Trails into, to Reverie, or Riverie, whatever the fuck that thing is called. Reverie, yeah, I remembered it, because I literally had to listen to how Reverie is said multiple times before finishing Trails of Cold Steel 4, just because of the stupid little things I do. Like, at the end of Trails of Cold Steel 3, I said, for Reen, I was like, oh, I wonder what's in store for me next. Maybe my own class, as in Trails of Cold Steel 3, where he teaches his own class. And then at the end of Trails of Cold Steel 4, I put in, tomorrow we shall no longer look into reveries, which is the title for, the next game after Cold Steel 4, Trails into Reverie.
If you have any questions,
I still don't know if the Kodo games, I think people are saying the translation for that is Trails into Darkness or Trails unto Dawn, which Trails unto Dawn is the mobile Trails game
if you have any questions,
that I actually played a little bit. So, Yamane Kudasai! Kudasai!
Please accept my most humble apology.
I saw some anime, I think it's the Fate Carnival anime thingy, where there was one character who said, you need to Yamate Kuda stop. And I was like, what? And I'm pretty sure that's right. I've been just joking around with a, Gomenasari.